When everybody was having prosperity, we were still in the depression. In the 1940s, the economy was rising, all these opportunities were popping up, not for black people, not for your ancestors. They were locking black folks out of everything. So basically, at the end of the day, I think that that approach really does give us a type of toughness and resilience because they also express extreme capability, creativity, courage, and they were able to really, make a dollar out of 15 cents. So what we should be ashamed of, in my opinion, is the fact that we have so many opportunities they didn't have, and we're not using those opportunities. It should be shameful when you have a black child that doesn't want to learn, or it should be embarrassing when we have black people that don't want to invest, or black people that don't want to build, black people that don't want to create anything for themselves. The world is full of opportunities for you that your grandparents never have, and I just want to encourage you, like, go for that. Stop. Don't get so caught up in a cycle of complaining about what you don't have that you forget about what you do. Does that make sense? I hope that that's okay for me to say that. All right, so let me read one more section. I'm on page 200 of The Black History Reader by Dr. Claude Anderson. You can get copies of the book at powernomics.com. That's powernomics.com. And also, I want to share the link one more time for the Black AI conference, which is going to be this weekend. You can watch from anywhere. You can be a part of it from anywhere in the world, and because it's all going to be right here on Zoom. We've already got all of our experts together, and there's going to be a lot of networking and connection and all this other stuff because we're getting ready for AI. So I'm putting the link in the chat. Use the code 30 off, all one word, 30 off, and you can get 30% off. If you're not in the chat and didn't see the link, then you can also text the word morning to the number 87948, and I'm going to send that link out again tomorrow. So text morning to the number 87948. You can join our morning class. All right, so page 200, he says here, women's movement kidnapped affirmative action. Even before the ink was dry on this nation's affirmative action policy in the late 1960s, women in general, and white women in particular, had usurped blacks. The women's issue is a class issue and should have never been equated to that of blacks. Women are not minorities in any sense of the word, nor have they ever been segregated, enslaved, castrated, or required to be uneducated. They have always had access to this nation's socioeconomic resources through the white male. It is disingenuous to give white males a choice between assisting women or blacks. The historical role of the white male is protector of white womanhood. Everything in his culture drives him to share with women because, as a majority, their paths will surely intertwine. White women will be his daughter, wife, mother, sister, or another female within his race. Women came out of the homes and onto the employment roles to increase their family income, just as blacks were coming out of centuries of no pay enslavement and low pay Jim Crowism. Women were much more preferable to blacks. So when the term minority was used and women were included, women always outpaced blacks in terms of getting benefits. The growth in women owned businesses and the parallel decline in black owned businesses reflect policy changes instituted by conservative forces in Congress and the executive branch of the government. In 1996, the Small Business Administration, SBA, revised its policies and removed blacks. They removed blacks from their list of targeted groups. Today, only small businesses, American Indians, and women receive preferences in their set aside programs. Women are the primary beneficiaries of preference policies throughout the nation. The SBA policy simply formalized what is already happening in government procurement programs across the country. For example, of all the contracts for services and goods that were set aside for minorities in the state of Texas in 1994, white women received 78%, Hispanics received more than 21%, and blacks received 1%. Not, sorry, let me say that again. Blacks received 9 tenths of 1%. So we didn't even get the full 1%. We got 9 tenths of 1%. You know the difference, right? By 1996, business ownership by white women had surged nationally. The number of women owned businesses grew faster than the growth of businesses overall.